with Supervisory Special Agent Michael Petrie of the CJIS Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia. That's Criminal Justice Information Services Division. How are you doing today, Michael?
Doing fine, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the CJIS and then its operations here at the convention.
Well, the Criminal Justice Information Services Division is the largest division within the FBI, and we're primarily oriented to providing identification services to our partners in federal law enforcement, state, local, and tribal entities as well.
What particular activities are you engaged in here on the ground level here at the convention and to help security?
Well, myself and the other individuals here are members of the CJIS Division's Flyaway program, which is a program that deploys tactical identification services around the world. And we're here to assist the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department in identifying persons arrested and assisting in expediting the processing and providing direct connectivity to CJIS databases.
How's business been this week? Been pretty busy?
We've been fairly busy, and the key thing, I think, is that we're here and we're available and we're helping to assist them in streamlining the processing efforts that they have underway here, and it's worked remarkably well.
It seems like you have a pretty big setup here. How many days in advance did you have to arrive to get this operation set up?
Well, we arrived in town on Thursday to provide adequate time for setup of the equipment, and testing, and so forth, and also to ensure that we had integrated ourselves completely with the local operations. Actually, I came out on two previous occasions, the first of which was last fall, and then most recently in March of this year, just to ensure that we had full coordination and that we were in a position to best assist them through the type of equipment and personnel that we would be bringing.
One of the busiest times here for your crew?
Well, the other day when there were a number of protesters arrested, we were quite busy, assisting, again, Ramsey County and just supplementing and enhancing their efforts.
If you could talk a little bit about your cooperative efforts with the Ramsey County law enforcement entities. How do you guys work cooperatively to improve the security measures here at the convention?
Well, again, just speaking for CJIS's efforts here, things have worked remarkably well. Their personnel have assisted us and really worked side by side with members of my team just to ensure that processing was done as smoothly and as expeditiously as possible. Their personnel are cognizant of the need to properly identify individuals and ensure the appropriate biographical information is captured, and that also the biometric information can be submitted to our databases, or at least run against our databases to determine the person's true identity. And as you can see here, we have a platform or system that we use to establish connectivity to the CJIS databases back in Clarksburg, West Virginia. This is a flyaway platform which we can deploy internationally as well as domestically. There's a laptop which we use to capture the biographical information, and there's also software which processes and captures the biometric information, which are fingerprints.
What type of how many files are we talking about here?
Well, essentially what this platform does is captures information in a tactical setting, that is a remote location such as this, and through a dial-up or other connection, depending upon the application, we establish connectivity to CJIS databases back in Clarksburg, West Virginia. CJIS maintains the largest biometric database in the world, currently in excess of 55 or 56 million biometric records or fingerprint records. As a subset of that, we also have not only the records of persons arrested here in the United States, but also known or suspected terrorists from around the world. And we're able to query against that database and provide nearly instantaneous response, or at least very, very quick response to the submitting entity, either ourselves or state and local law enforcement.
So when someone comes to get processed, you can cross-reference their identity information with the CJIS records in Clarksburg, West Virginia, almost instantaneously.
Yes, that's exactly right. And what the submission tells us is whether or not there's an existing record on file in our IAFIS, which is the Integrated Automated Fingerprint Identification System in Clarksburg, West Virginia. And we're able to tell whether or not the person has provided false information, whether they have a previous arrest history, or whether they're wanted for perhaps a violent felony, or whether they've been perhaps identified as a transnational criminal or known or suspected terrorist.
I'm here with Lieutenant Lindberg of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department to learn a little bit more about how the local and state entities function with the federal entities. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Wonderful, thanks. Can you please tell us a little bit about your role here on the local level and how you interact with CJIS to promote security here at the GOP convention?
Well, early on, we identified the need to rapidly identify prisoners that were arrested during the Republican National Convention. And during that process, it became known to us that the FBI had a process called the Flyaway program that seemed to fit our needs. We met with Agent Petrie and some of his supervisors and contemporaries, and we quickly realized that this was the solution that we were looking for. The FBI came in, they deployed with a standalone system, required very little investment, very little hardware on our part. They came in, they'd bring their own people in. It was an ideal fit and has allowed us to rapidly identify prisoners.
So you think it's been a successful cooperative effort here?
Without a doubt. It's been great. They've done everything that we've asked of them. The systems work great. We've had nothing but a positive experience.
How's the workflow been over the course of the week? It's been pretty busy. Is it sort of a hit and miss at times, or is it a steady stream that you're dealing with here on the streets?
Well, obviously it's been a lot busier on Monday, as you may well have read, and you know, Tuesday and Wednesday have been a little bit slower. Whether that continues to Thursday, the last day of the convention, you know, we'll have to see. But I have no doubt that we're ready, and the FBI is ready for whatever law enforcement needs that need to be satisfied here.
Great. Thanks very much for your time.
All right.